You're listening to Dene Michael here on True Radio, the home of proper good music, and on Sundays, proper good interviews as well. And we're very, very lucky tonight to have a worldwide star, and it's Mr. John Parr. Hi, John. Are you still there?
I'm still here, Dean. I am, man. Yeah, good to see you. Smiling face.
Listen, we do these on Zooms, these interviews, don't we? A lot of people think we're on the phone, but we can actually see each other. Technology nowadays.
We can see each other, and hopefully I've got a very expensive camera on me and a good broadcast system, so I should sound quite pro.
You do. You look fabulous as well. I like the background as well. It's fantastic.
Yeah, I'm in my studio.
You're in the studio. I can see that. Yeah. Lovely. And is a studio in your home, or is it in a different area to where you live?
It's attached to the house. It's a big 300-year-old William and Mary barn, and then we're in the control room part of it now, the sharp end of it.
Fantastic. Well, I've got a couple of messages for you. I interviewed a few weeks ago Mr. Keith Atack from Child. He's and his daughter's doing really well, isn't she, Emily? Have you seen her on the TV?
She is, Emily. Yeah, she's doing great. But of course, Keith, I mean, me and Keith and his brother Tim, we go back, right back to those Roundhill days.
Yeah.
And of course, Keith's he's been working alongside me for the last year on this new record too. So he's a sweet boy.
Wonderful. And also Graham Oliver as well. Graham's from your neck of the woods, isn't he?
Yeah, last time I saw Graham was in Doncaster Royal Infirmary. We had a cup of coffee in there, both sharing our war stories.
Oh, absolutely fab. Lovely people, really, really great people, and down to earth.
Just diamonds, proper salt of the earth people,
Exactly. We hit on a little bit on your touring with Toto, with your band in America, and that was the business. Can you tell us how that went? What was that experience like?
Yeah, well, prior to kind of breaking through, Dean, as we was 1979. And I've been doing it 25 years, as we all been, rocking and rolling. The truck blew up, so did the band. And my wife said, look, I'll pay the bills, you start writing songs. So that's what I did for 2 or 3 years. But I remember we were coppering up, because it was one wage, but we used to buy an album every month. And one of them was Toto 4 that had all them great records.
Africa and all that.
And I cried. I was actually sat on my lounge carpet. I cried. I thought, well, that's it. I can't possibly compete with this. A year later, I'm on the road with them. They're in the wings cheering me on. They even played on my records and they've become pals, So, yeah, if you dream, dare to dream, man. Yeah, and being with those guys, And, when we met, they just introduced themselves as I'm David Page. I'm Steve Lukather. I'm Jeff Porcaro. It just like you didn't know.
Yeah.
They were sweethearts. They gave me all the time in the world to sound check. I used to travel on the bus with them. It was great.
Great inspiration, eh? Yeah, wonderful.
Fabulous. Just the best, Lovely men.
And you got to work with Tina Turner as well. You did a tour. Was it the Private Dancer tour?
I did Private Dancer. I did 40 shows with Tina. She asked me to do it personally. And I did, Bryan Adams had done it, and then Glenn Fry had done it. And then I was doing the Midwest right through for 40 shows. I used to do my set, wait for the lights to go down, and Tina would come on. I'd come back out and I'd watch her show. And I watched every show, learning at the near the master. Yeah, that's the greatest lady there is, I think Tina and Aretha, you've said it all,
Yeah, absolutely fabulous. Did you actually live in America then, John? Did you go to live in America for a while? Or?
I was there for, I didn't put down any kind of roots in America until about 2011, 2012. But in that period, it was just a roller coaster. It just town after town after town, But I went to America in 2011, 2012 with my buddy, my lifelong friend, Edley Taylor. And we did 35,000 miles in the first 7 weeks by road in a car, just for love, raising money for returning servicemen and women, like we do over here for Help for Heroes. And we just did that, and we lived in the Carolinas for 18 months and just played that was wonderful. Yeah. And it's a very different thing when you're kind of in one place and then, kind of coming back. Whereas, say, in the 80s, it was just You didn't know if you were coming or going. It was just
No,
mad.
no, it was the same for us. We was the same. Alan and I, Alan
Mad.
Barton, you know, who I used to
Yeah,
work with in Black Lace. We toured the world as
exactly.
well. You were backwards and forwards.
Totally.
You always had a suitcase, an overnight suitcase ready to go if you needed to go somewhere. But no,
Well, it's true, you know. And I bumped into Tina since, and Brian in the early days, Brian Adams. You know, that was it. They'd usually Tina would be with Roger Davis, but it was the suitcase in hand, you know, and that was it. That's the life. Even if you're a big artist, you know, at the end of the day, it's you in a suitcase, however many's around you.
Of course it is, yeah, yeah. I've actually done a song myself for Help for Heroes over here.
Have you?
The soldiers and everything, yeah. Called Hold Me Now. I've just done a solo album myself, and that's coming out in November along with the book. I've got a new book coming out as well. So
Really?
yeah. That's
What about your time in
my life
the game?
story. Yeah, the life story in the business and going to Australia and being, you know, being a pop
Fantastic.
star and all that, writing songs.
Got to be documented, hasn't it? Got to write it down.
Yeah. Have you thought of writing a book yourself, or?
Yeah, I think it'd be an encyclopedia.
Well, you've written some great music. You really have. Now, what we're going to do, John, we're going to take another break here, and then we're going to play some more songs, and we're going to talk about Roger Daltrey and The Who, and a few of the little surprises I've got for you as well. And then we're going to play your hit record, St. Elmo's Fire, a little bit later on. John Parr, thanks for being with us here on True Radio.